Hello everyone. Today is Thursday, July 4th. No, I'm sorry, what day is it today? Saturday. It's Saturday. Sunday, July 4th. Our schedules are all messed up from traveling. So we left Thursday, as probably previously stated in this video, and we got off the airplane, arrived in Oki Friday late at like 9 o'clock. So when you arrive in Okinawa, the first thing you do is get off the plane. When you get off the plane, you're going to be chartered by white buses, kind of like the white buses if you've ever been on a recruiting station. Like the white buses that they bring recruits in, minus like the blackout windows, right? So you'll get off the plane with all your carry-on crap, and you'll be shuffled onto a bus and driven to the little terminal. Once you get there, I suggest that you have your orders and CAC military ID for the active duty, and for the civilian independents, you need the orders as well that state that you're on, you know, your spouse's orders that you're supposed to be there, and your passports as well as your dependent ID. So what happens is when you arrive, you're shuffled into a line with all your crap that you brought on the plane, and you go through basically a checkpoint. You go through military personnel. We went through a lady that was in, I think, the Air Force or whatever. Anyways, you go through and you basically show them your ID, your passport, orders that state that you can enter the country legally. From there, you go past the checkpoint and you go downstairs to baggage claim. So once you get to baggage claim, of course, like, I suggest that you get a cart, because there's only about 30 carts to stack luggage on, and there's like a lot of people on the plane, so first come first served basis kind of. But also all of the carts are like wonky and messed up in some way. Like it's like the one buggy at Walmart that you get that has like a jacked up wheel. It just doesn't want to go anywhere. They're all kind of like that, so just be prepared to have a frustrating cart. I think I tried like 3 before I just gave up.
No, there were some, they were like black carts that had 4 wheels. They didn't look janky.
Okay, well, my husband's saying that now there's some carts. No, I'm talking about when you drive them.
I know.
Whatever. He's saying there's some black carts that didn't drive messed up. Whatever. I didn't see a lot of them, so if you get one, go for those, I guess. So after you receive your luggage, you're gonna exit, go follow the exit signs, and you'll find yourself in yet another line. There's a Japanese wasp at my window, sorry. You'll follow another line, and once again have your IDs handy, because you're gonna go through yet another checkpoint with military personnel. You get there, and they'll ask you, you know, where are you roaming? Give me your orders, your information, cell phone number, negative COVID tests. Did they ask for our vaccine cards?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think they did. We already showed those previously, sometime during the process. Anyway, so our flight was scheduled to land. Originally on our itinerary, it said 7 o'clock p.m. Japan time. We ended up not landing until close to 9, and by the time we got through all the checkout process and headed outside to meet our sponsor, it was probably close to 10 o'clock. Our sponsor was waiting out there for us with a lot of other sponsors. You know, they all wait outside. Be aware, it was very humid. I know it's talked about a lot if you're a part of the group pages or a chat group or whatever. They tell you, you know, oh, it's so humid there. And you know, we are from Southeast Texas, where like humidity is our thing, right? Like we're close, like 30 minutes to 45 minutes away from the Gulf of Mexico, an hour away from Louisiana. Like we're where the humidity is. So we're quite used to that. Living in, almost 100-degree weather and like 89% humidity is our culture. But let me tell you, it was very, very stuffy. It was like you walked into a hot shower sauna. Not fun. You sweat instantly. I'm not a sweater by nature, but it was hot. So be prepared for that as well. I would just advise that you get your luggage and get in a car as soon as possible. We are staying at the Inn of the Core on WestPac and on Camp Foster. We have a queen bedroom suite. So they have this little lovely sectional. It's L-shaped. Behind me you can see our little kitchenette with our mini fridge. We have a microwave and a 2-burner stove along with like pots, pans, silverware. What you will notice is there's no dishwasher. That's a thing here. It is super nice. When we got here, everything was super clean. They had complimentary toys for our kid. They knew, like we're traveling with children. They had a basket of like Japanese toys. There was like this little watch that shoots out little discs. There was this little gun that you stick like a little tennis ball in. It's a foam ball and you pull the trigger and it shoots out. Yeah, my husband's handing me stuff. There's like little coloring books. Just super simple coloring books. Here's another one. If you don't know, Japanese books open left to right. If you read anime or a nerd, you'll know that. They gave us these cute little rainbow scratch art pads. They're black and you color and scratch them off with a quarter or something. Also, when you get checked in, you'll find a pack that is on your table. Oh, here's another one of the toys. Table tennis or ping pong, which he has not opened for good reason. My husband's getting everything out now. So, he is a Marine, so they had a Marine packet waiting for us. The first thing was this, basically states TRICARE. You need to switch over, if you're TRICARE Prime, standard doesn't matter, you need to switch over to overseas. Thank you, dear. That's a big thing. They tell you to switch over almost immediately. It does state right here with the 2 asterisks. It says to switch over as soon as you haven't updated your address in years, or as soon as you have landed in Japan. We did the port to home selection, but unfortunately there were no units or houses available, so we're being forced to ROM here, and we may be actually having to live off base due to Foster being in max capacity. We'll find that out later. Second thing you'll notice on this packet is just like ROM information for like IPAC, WestPac in, they just tells you if you're non-working ROM, blah blah blah, stay in your room. Linen, towels, and amenities will be delivered to your room every day or every 3 days or upon request. Trash and linen collected daily, blah blah blah. Third page is this restaurant called Terra. It is right beside, like walking distance from WestPac Inn, whatever the hell you want to call this, a hotel. They do lunch, dinner, and brunch Saturday and Sunday only. If you do not have a Japanese phone number or do not have a plan yet on your Japanese on your phone, and you don't want to worry about being charged, they do have phones here in the room. Of course, you can dial because it's a Japanese number, which is listed right here, so you can call from your room. It even says Tara may be reached from your phone room by dialing whatever number, and you can place your order that way. We have looked over the menu. They have a lot of good options. Burgers, salads, pasta, steak, appetizers. They have everything from like lumpia, which is a Filipino dish traditionally, or all the way to American style burgers, or all kinds of cuisine. I haven't looked at their kids menu because they didn't have it listed, but I'm sure it's, chicken nuggets and burgers for kids, whatever. Also in this packet you'll have a bunch of fast food places that are on Camp Foster. This top page is food in the PX. They have a bunch of American style fast food, i.e. Anthony's Pizza, Burger King, Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts, etc. It'll have a truck beside it that you can have it delivered. They do have a Subway, Taco Bell, Arby's, all this stuff. So just keep in mind that if you are going to have something delivered, it does take a long time. I went to go order to Popeyes last night at 6:30, and it said like 2 hours for delivery. So keep that in mind when you're ordering. On the next page you'll have some menu options for Anthony's Pizza, Manchu Wok, and Popeyes listed here, just to let you know what they have. The next page is food delivery right to your room, also stating what can be ordered. And last but not least, in case you can't get any food, the hotel does have items available for purchase. They do have alcohol for my alcoholics out there. If your kids are stressing you out and you just need a little something to top off your night, they do have, looks like beer and whiskey, wine, tequila. Anyways, so this is what it looks like. It is segregated of beverages, alcohol, food. You don't have a lot of food options, but still. Then they have other stuff that you can order from, like medicine, baby items, frozen food, desserts, cigarettes. So that's the last item in this packet. Also, when you check in, they'll give you all of this, right? Looks intimidating. It's really cool to read through. This is just an Okinawa guide. Basically has anything and everything you can wonder about, things to do in Okinawa, places to buy cars, internet stuff. This one I found really interesting, also kind of creepy. Land hazards, things to look out for, bugs, insects. Ugh. Like, come on, like look at that spider, that centipede. I saw one of these fuzzy caterpillars when we walked out, right when we walked out of the airport, just crawling along the ground. Didn't know what it was. Now I know. Leave it alone. They also have culture tips. Like they don't do handshaking. They bow, whatever. Japanese phrases, all the way from like yes, no, please, thank you, domo arigatou gozaimashita, whatever. I'm not going to go through the whole book because that would just take too long. If you are a Marine, you will get this packet, bunch of crap in here. Open it up. As you can imagine, it's just all entry stuff. There's no point in really going over it all. They have like little coupons and little pamphlets, internet, stuff like that. It's basically a welcome packet. So there's that. Since we are romming in the hotel, they do provide us breakfast every day. They give us this with our breakfast options. So it's probably backwards for y'all, but I'm sure most people can read it. So if you want to take the time and read it, go ahead and pause now. What you do is the number of people in your room, and you each get one option. This is my second day of doing the all around, which is 2 scrambled eggs, 2 bacon, 2 sausage, and 2 pancakes. The pancakes are really good. They're like not from scratch, but like probably from like a Bisquick box, so they're not like freezer pancakes,
Well, this first night they'll get the all around.
So when you check in late at night, your breakfast will already be selected for you. Like, we didn't have an option when we got here. They just gave us the all around. But then yesterday we were able to choose our breakfast for today. My husband got the, what would you get? The breakfast sandwich, which is eggs, bacon, and cheese served on a chef's choice of bun.
No bacon.
What?
No bacon.
He says it wasn't on a bagel, it was on bread. It looked like a, what's it called from McDonald's?
Muffin?
McMuffin, yeah, that kind of bread, if you know what I'm talking about. So the food is pretty decent. Since we are fully vaccinated, our sponsor was able to bring us to the commissary to find food here on Camp Foster. You do have to kind of work around a burner stove. They have no oven, so just be prepared for that and go ahead and plan your meals accordingly. The second thing I think is most important when you get to Japan, also maybe a culture shock, unless you're from maybe the west coast of California who's used to this. This trash can, right? There are 3
Recyclable.
different ports, right? Different bins. They're big on recycling here, as if you've done any research, I'm sure you've known. So this one is flammables or non-flammable. Is it non-flammable? The yellow is non-flammable.
Yeah.
This one is for cans and bottles, i.e. Aluminum cans, Coke cans, or beer bottles, glass. This one is for burnable things, so like plastics and whatever else, like paper. Not quite sure what non-burnable is. We haven't really had anything that's considered non-burnable. One thing I think they're lacking is, like, in all this information packet, I haven't figured out what, like, they didn't list what is non-burnable. Like, they should really add that in there. Like, give me a list. You know, non-burnable is XYZ and goes in this bin, you know, because we're not used to recycling, so that's going to be something new. Let's see. I highly advise that you stay awake as much as possible on the flight. Again, this is my own personal opinion. I am somebody that cannot take naps, and so it was easier for me to transition to Japan time to know they're literally night and day. So I stayed awake the whole time. We got up at 2:30 a.m. Thursday morning to make it to the airport, and I stayed awake the whole way. I was tired, I was jet lagged. My son stayed awake. He had a couple cat naps here and there. But by the time you get to the airport, if you do stay awake, the hotel, if you do stay awake, you're going to be tired, regardless of the fact that it's going to be like, let's see, we got here like 10:30, so it was like 9 a.m. or some shit back in the States. Like, you're going to be wiped. We were able to fall asleep, no problem. Woke up 7:30, 8 o'clock morning time in Japan. A second day for us, which was yesterday, which was Saturday. Very jet lagged, very tired, no energy. I barely made it to the commissary to get groceries. Today, much better. I don't feel quite as jet lagged. We actually slept in until almost 11 o'clock. We went to bed around 9:30. I'm a night owl by nature, and I normally go to bed around 1 in the morning, but I was just so exhausted. We slept in. My son slept in. So right now we are kind of in the transition phase of trying to find a house, but waiting to be COVID tested, which is up to our sponsor on when he can schedule an appointment for us. Aside from that, after that happens, you have to take a welcome aboard brief, which is an all-day meet thing. It is being done virtually right now, so be prepared for that. Have phone, tablet, laptop, whatever. Most of y'all will from traveling. That's done virtually. That we sure are supposed to take ours Wednesday if our sponsor can get us in. Just basically says, you know, this is Okinawa, blah, 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 blah. As you can imagine what a welcome aboard brief would contain, right? After that, my husband will start the check-in process since he is the active duty service member. that means I'm going to be stuck in the hotel with my 5-year-old by myself. But he will have to go to Kadena housing office, and the way it works here is he'll go to Kadena housing office and they will either say, yeah, we have an apartment waiting for you, or a unit. These are your options. You can live on base. This is what we have available. Or if they don't have anything on base, then they'll say, no, sorry, we're gonna grant you permission, basically, for you to do off-base housing, which I have heard most people love. Our sponsor lives off base, and he said that he just absolutely loves it. I do know that from all the research I've done, electricity is very high here. I've posted some questions on the Okinawa pages that I'm a part on. Most people say they pay anywhere from $150 to $400 depending on the unit, the house itself. Older houses tend to let like air conditioning and stuff leak and seep through, so you have to run your AC all day. Newer houses don't do that, so you can run your AC less and have less electricity bill. I could probably do a separate video on housing and that whole process. But as far as right now, we're just kind of getting things adjusted, unpacking for a 14-day stay here, and that is pretty much it. We're just getting accustomed to the new Okinawa life, and especially the time difference. I'm a big family-oriented person, so having to work around the time difference to talk to my family has been something that has not been fun. Every time I wake up, you know, like my family's going to bed, so that's going to be an adjustment. But aside from that, it's been an okay experience so far. I didn't really know what I was going to walk into when we came here. That's the reason why I'm making this video. There wasn't much information out there, and there weren't that many videos of what it's like to travel to Okinawa. So I thought I'd just take the plunge, and maybe I can help somebody along the way and know what to expect. I'm a big planner. I have severe anxiety, so one of my things is, like, I'm OCD about planning. I like to know what I'm walking into and have plans A, B, and C if it doesn't work out. And what I don't like in life is going into a new experience and having no idea what's happening. So if this video can help somebody else and give them peace and comfort, that's my ultimate goal. So if anybody has any more questions, you can feel free to message me. I do have a Facebook account under the name Tiffany Johnston, STON. I don't know how much of help I can be since I'm currently going through this process. Maybe somebody will see a couple months down the road, and feel free to reach out to me, and maybe I can answer any questions that you have. Again, this is all my personal experience, my own opinion, and my husband is Marine, so as far as like Navy personnel, Army, Air Force, I have no idea what check-in process is like for y'all, or y'all may do things differently. I'm only knowing from a Marine Corps spouse point of view, so just keep that in mind as well. If you are a mother of a toddler, I can maybe help you a little bit with that. I do have a 5-year-old currently right there. Kean, say hi.
Hi.
This is my 5-year-old. And so he will be starting school in August. So we are on Camp Foster, and that's where he will be attending to school. And I've got to figure all that out, how to get him registered. So.
Oh, show them our place to hang out outside.
Where?
Right outside.
I'm not walking outside.
No, I mean like.
Oh,
out.
yeah. So Camp Foster, not Camp Foster. You can tell I'm so tired. WestPac Inn, where we're at, has these designated ROM areas outside, which is kind of cute, kind of funny. There are areas that have these big signs that say for ROM guests only, and there's one outside the front of the building, which is like this little tiny Japanese garden, and you can just walk through it. There's one outside of our window, where it's kind of, I can kind of show you 1 second. Okay, so this is outside of our window. Like, they basically have this part right
The barricade.
here. I don't know if you can see the yellow barricades blocked off, and there's a sign right beside it that says, for ROM people only. This is like a little weird garden right outside of our window. It's just kind of like they threw pots and plants back here. So like I really have no idea what's going on with that. But excuse me while I step back up. Anyway, so you are allowed outside 1 hour a day, and supposedly they have like this playroom for kids. There are only 2 families allowed in it at a time, and you do have to call the front desk and let them know ahead of time, I'm guessing, so they can schedule it and clean everything before and after. We haven't been yet. There are vending machines here. I don't know where the coins went. There are vending machines here down the way with your juice and water and whatever. The problem is they take yen, even though there's an American facility. I know that sounds snobbish, but just be aware they do take yen. There is a community bank ATM right outside the entrance to WestPac, right where you go check in. You can withdraw money in yen. Be advised though that you can only take out increments of 50. Like you can't, which is like $5, right?
No,
50 would be $5 US. $5.
5,000 yen.
5,000 yen?
Yeah.
Okay, 5,000 yen, which is $50 US, roughly. And it comes out in a 5,000 yen paper bill. So you'll need to break that because I'm pretty sure the vending machines don't take that. But they do. I don't have a yen dollar bill. Do you have a yen bill?
No, I use the 1,000
Okay.
yen on that.
Well, we don't have the yen bill, but they do give you change back. So just be advised. This is $1 coin or 100 yen. This is what it looks like. Kind of like their equivalent of a quarter. Super pretty. This is their
10 cents.
10 cent. It looks more like a penny, to be honest with you.
I'm talking like equivalent to dollar-wise to USD. It's 10 cents.
Anyways, so this is something that Clay, my husband, got out of the vending machine. The original Dr. Pepper. It's got a weird sweet aftertaste, but does taste kind of normal. This was $1.20.
Yeah.
$1.20 yen. So this is how much it cost.
Yeah, I got put the $10 bill in it again.
And there you go. Here's your money back. Give me your juices.
Oh, yeah.
So this is another thing he got out. I guess nobody cares. If you don't care, just skip forward. This is like a watermelon juice.
Yeah.
This is the one that's actually in English. Vivalo real aloe vera fruit infusion watermelon aloe. If you like watermelon, I guess it's for you. I don't like watermelon. Here's another one. It's empty. This is a shikwasa juice. We had to Google Translate. And this, what flavor was this? Lemon lime?
It tastes like a flat Mountain Dew, but it's like a juice Mountain Dew. So
Juice
it's
Mountain
not
Dew.
bad. As
Whatever.
weird as that sounds, it's not bad.
No idea if it has. I don't know what's in it, right? If you want to take the time to Google Translate this, go for it. So I don't know, like sugar, carbs, caffeine. I don't know. It is what it is. You just drink it and be happy.
Like different weird wrongs they have.
Oh, now he's bringing out all the ramens for
You know
y'all.
what? Get over it.
Okay, so our sponsor was very sweet. When we got there, he had a bag of like food and drinks for us. He did buy us a couple gallon things of water and different flavored ramens. He even actually bought us beer, like the Japanese traditional beer, which I don't even know what it's called because I forgot. Haven't tried it yet. He kind of equivalized it to an American lager, kind of like a Budweiser or something like that. So, Orion, that's what it is. Orion. I'm learning, guys. This is it. Okinawa Draft, Orion. have not tried it. I guess I could do a taste testing. If you're over the age of 21,
Okay.
you are not allowed to drink. It says Orion's the draft's rich and refreshing taste is widely loved as as a Okinawa original. Anyways, smells like beer.
You want to show them your favorite thing so far?
Tastes just like a Bud Light. Yeah, Bud Light. I would say. I don't like Budweiser. A little bit too watery for me.
You want to show them your favorite thing?
Oh yeah, I guess. We went to the commissary and this was pretty exciting. Green onions. I'm a green onion lover. Look how huge. Like, this is like 3 in the United States. And this is like $1.10 or something like that. So among the other things that our sponsor got us, here's one of them. I don't know, they look like little potato sticks. No idea what they are. Here's their version of cup of noodles. No idea what flavor. Oh, seafood. More potato sticks, I'm guessing in another flavor because these are green and this one's red. They do have cup of noodles or bowl of noodles. Whatever the hell this says. I'm sure I'll learn one day. Like it doesn't say.
It is potato salad.
It doesn't say what flavor, but
I think literally just says salad.
here's curry flavored noodles. Curry is apparently very big over here. You would think that since it being like a natural Indian cuisine, but it's also very popular over here. So anyways, we're still discovering new things, learning new things, going through the process still on our own. I will do my best to try and make more videos about the current process. So sorry that these videos have been egregiously long. I just feel some people may want to know the information and other people will be like steadily fast forwarding through my videos to find the good things. That's fine. Do what you want. I'm just here to help somebody.
These are like potato sticks.
These are potato sticks?
Cheese flavored potato sticks.
Cheese flavored, but I guess I could have gathered that by the cheese on the side. Whatever.
I'm showing the thing again. If I can focus. On the edge salad.
Salad flavored. We have the S21 Galaxy Ultra, so our camera does do translations. Not always 100% accurate, but anyways, so that will be it. There'll be more videos to come, and I hope this can help somebody. Bye!
Bye!